There are a lot of different wrestling takedowns, and some are much harder to learn than others. So if you're excited to learn takedowns, it'd be a good idea to start with one that's more accessible, meaning it has less moving parts, maybe a little easier to learn. It should also be effective, meaning it works at the elementary, middle school, high school, college, and international level. And the blast double satisfies all of these categories. If you think for a moment, if I were on my feet, how far do you think I could throw a javelin? Pretty far. Now, how far could I throw that from my knees? Now, how far could I throw it from my back? So the utility of wrestling, the utility of takedowns, is the ability to take an opponent where they can generate their most power, their most dangerous, to their back, where they can generate the least amount of power, their least dangerous. And if you want to have that ability as quickly as possible, start with a takedown that is most easy to learn. Okay guys, if you've never hit a blast double before, have your partner stand at scarecrow, hands wide, feet wide. Then get down in your wrestling stance, push off your back leg into a lunge step. Your lead leg is gonna step deep between his legs. Right to here. Then your hands jut out like hooks on the back of his knees. You want your widow's peak right in the middle of his gut, right above his belly button. We're not here, we're not battering ram. If my face is pointed down, that's where I can go. You can also stuff my head here, making life hard. From up here like this, I don't really have leverage with my neck. I want to marry the two, be right in the middle. And then as I drive forward, pulling my elbows in, I teep my head forward. Now, if I'm going to achieve this position, I have to clear his hands out of the way because he's eventually going to be in a stance. If I don't clear his hands out of the way, they're more than likely gonna catch me on the way in. If I just shoot, right, he can underhook me, he can stuff me, he can sprawl. I need to get him thinking, I need to create motion, get his hands moving out of the way. How can I do that without even having to touch his hands? I reach towards his face. I'm gonna take advantage of an evolutionary trait, evolutionary instinct, that when an object goes towards your face, you're gonna try to protect your face. So on my entry, as I'm entering in, I camouflage my movement with this reach. So it's as if I'm falling almost. I'm leaning over my lead leg. I'm leaning over my lead leg. I give him something to react to. Push off your back leg, your power leg, step, and pull your elbows back into your body. And then they jut out here. This is what a lot of you are gonna do. You're gonna go here and then you're gonna windmill your arms because it's gonna feel more comfortable at first. You see how narrow my legs are in my entry? It's like you're walking on a balance beam. So naturally, if you're not developed here, if you're not comfortable here, you're gonna be trying to catch your balance, and that's why your hands windmill out. Fight that instinct and discipline yourself. If my elbows are out on my shot, he's just gonna catch me and pull me up. Right? If my elbows are out on my shot, now he's gonna pull me up into underhooks and we're wrestling from there. I don't wanna be wrestling there. I just want to get a good, clean takedown. And the whole time I'm doing short, choppy steps, keeping my feet underneath me. If I ever start to lunge forward and my chest starts to get out in front of my lead leg, I'm gonna fall down with him. He could roll me through. He could do any number of things, catch you in a submission. You want to stay on your feet. We'll practice staying on your feet, okay? If this is traditional wrestling, you can go down with him, work for a pin. But for self-defense and BJJ, you wanna be on your feet here. You have options on your feet. One more time. And keep in mind guys, this does require a bit of neck strength. So don't go all out on your first day hitting this. Hit maybe 10 to 20 reps max and see how you feel the next day, and you can increase the reps and intensity from there. Also make sure you have a nice padded ground that you're hitting this on. If you're indoors, lay down some blankets, maybe some cushions, do the best you can, and just be aware of your surroundings. And you can definitely hit this out in a park in the grass somewhere. Just be mindful.